My name is Grade-Harrell, and I am your child's first grade teacher this year. I'm going to make a little video for you guys to answer any questions that you may have about first grade and your child's classroom. If there is any questions that I don't answer, please always reach out to me, and I can get those questions answered for you as quick as possible. So I'm going to minimize this. Again, my name is Grade-Harrell. This is my 9th year teaching. This is actually my 9th year at Lake Elementary as well. And this is my 8th year teaching first grade. So I've had a lot of practice really digging into the reading and the math curriculum that we use. So I know exactly where your child needs to be by the end of first grade. And I will do everything in my power to make sure they get there and usually exceed their goals for this year. So again, today was my first day back, and I had a wonderful time getting to know your children. They are amazing so far. They have blown me away already with what they know how to do with math and reading and even writing sentences. So go ahead and let them know that they are rock stars when you see them. But again, we'll have goals set for your child this year, and I will make sure that they meet those goals and even usually surpass them, because we want them to know how amazing they are. So again, if you need to ask me any questions, please do not hesitate to email me at skylar.harrell@apse.org. You can also reach me on Remind. Here's the name of our Remind. I forgot to change the year on it, so if you have a smartphone, you can download Remind, or you can also text this number and this code. This is our code right here for Remind. I forgot to change the year on it, but if you already have the Remind app, just use this code to add our class. Okay. So our class follows the school rules for our conduct. So we always talk about ways to be respectful and organized and have an A+ attitude and being responsible in all areas of our school, whether that be the playground, the bathroom, the cafeteria, the classroom, and even the hallways. So your child will start on an A every day. We always list their little clips right here. And your child can either clip down or they can clip up to an A+. So an A- is usually given after a verbal warning is given. So if your child has moved to an A-, please know that they have already had at least one verbal warning before their clip was moved to an A-. On their conduct calendars, you will see a lot of times if your child has an A, that they have written that A themselves. That is because I allow them to put that A themselves. That helps them become responsible for their own conduct and for their own belongings. So your child should have a conduct mark every day, whether it be a conduct mark that they put or a conduct mark that I wrote. Anything besides an A will be in my handwriting. And if they get an A+, they will have a list of rewards to pick from, whether it is a flexible seating option, or they can eat lunch with the teacher, they can have stinky feet in class, they can bring a stuffed animal to learn with, as long as it is a small stuffed animal. So those are just a few of the options that we have in our classroom. And if they did get an A+, they will come home with a little slip of paper or a note in their conduct calendar that tells you exactly what they picked when they clicked up. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, please shoot me an email. Okay, so So in our mornings, they're pretty simple, but they do teach your child to become very independent and very responsible as soon as they come in. So we work on a checklist throughout the morning, and I am working on putting together a checklist of pictures for them to be able to do this on their own. Okay, so when they come in, they take out their binder, they check their mailbox pocket, and if there is anything important in that mailbox pocket, whether it be a doctor's note, a handwritten note from you, a bus note, anything like that, they know to take it out and put it in my mailbox. We are still working on that routine right now, so if you see something in your child's mailbox, it's not because I didn't see it, it's because they're not taking it out. So please send me an email or a remind message so that I can make sure that they are putting it in my mailbox. And then after they turn in that or any homework, homework can be turned in for a lion loop. So they can turn in their homework and I will give them a lion loop for that. They put their books back in their cubby, they wash their hands, and they can begin their morning work. This is also a great time that they know to go to the restroom. This is one of the many times that we offer to go to the restroom during the day. Usually during this time, I'm either walking around, I'm helping them work on their journals, or I am helping maybe a student who struggled on a skill from the day before. So if your child struggled with math homework that night and you had a question about it, you can send it over and I will look at it and make sure that they know how to do it before we start the math lesson that next day. Okay, here is our schedule. I know a lot of times parents will say, well, I don't even know what they do all day. So here's our schedule. This 8:30 to 9 is intervention. So if your child has some skill that they need extra help in, that is what I do during that time. I sit and work with them on those skills. This skills is where we work on their reading. The fluency is part of our math lessons. So it's getting quick on adding numbers. Right now we're working on adding numbers to 10 and quickly recalling those partners to 10, like 7 and 3 makes 10. Here's our lunchtime. Our comprehension block is kind of like a science and social living and read aloud, where I might read a story and then we work on some type of questions and how to find the questions and the answers in the story. And then the guided reading time is what we call our center time, and this is this might be when your child comes sit in a group with me and we work on books at their reading level so that we can work on getting their reading level higher and higher. Okay, and then at the end of the day is when they go to enrichment, which is PE and music and art. It's the three enrichments that your child will go to all year. Okay, so the one thing that I can stress to you is reading with your child. If you can't do homework every night for whatever reason, the most important thing to do with them is read. Whether it be a book at home or something that came home from school, having your child read to you is the best way to help them be successful in first grade. You will also see Scholastic book orders coming home. If you don't ever see them coming home, but you want to order, you can go on Scholastic site and order online and look at their selection of books using this code right here. And I will also send some papers home for that for you to look at. If you wanted to order at any time, you can go in there and order it and send me an email to let me know to go and put your order in. Okay. You will see a note like this come home, and it'll let you know what DRA level your child is at. So this is really good to know so that you can order books on their reading level on Scholastic, and to let you know if your child is on level right now or if they're not on level, because I can send home extra work if you think that your child is not reading, or if they're below reading level. I can send home some extra work or extra stories or something. If you would like to have extra practice at home, just let me know. Okay. And every day you will see your child come home with a problem set. That is the worksheet that we work on in class for math, and we always tear it out and we will put it in our keep at home pocket. And you can use this problem set to help with your child's homework. Every student got a homework book sent home at the beginning of the school year, so you can look on the newsletter and it'll say lesson 9, that's tonight's homework. So you can use lesson 9's problem set to help your child do lesson 9 homework in their math workbook. You do not have to tear out any math work pages to turn in. I want you to keep those because I want you to use them to practice for the math test that's coming up. On the newsletter, you'll see it'll say math test is on Friday and it's lessons 1 through 6. Well, if you go to lessons 1 through 6 homework or problem set, you can see exactly what skills will be on the assessment for that week. Okay, so again, most important thing is reading. You might periodically see stories come home with questions. You can work on those with your child and answer those questions. If they turn them back in the next day, they can get a lion loop. Also, sight words. You will see note cards coming home, and if you don't, they may have gotten lost. I can send some note cards home for you if you wanted to flash those for your child so that they can know their sight words not only in isolation, but they should be able to also read them in a sentence or a story as well. Okay? And then the next few weeks, we will also get some spelling words sent home. I think we usually get 8 of them, if I'm remembering correctly. 7 words and then 1 tricky word. So your child will get them one day, and then a whole week later they will be assessed on those spelling words. So please make sure that you're looking out for those and that you are practicing them at home. We will also be practicing them in class as well. Okay, and our grading scale, we are only grading math and reading for the first 2 9 weeks. When we come back from Christmas, your child will also have writing and social living grades as well. Your child will also get handwriting grades all year. So please make sure that when your child is writing at home, that they are writing in their best handwriting possible. Okay? Oh, and we also get to participate in our first honor roll at the end of the third 9 weeks. So if your child qualifies for that, they'll get some cool prizes and stuff as well. Okay, and last but not least, looking out for those green test folders. Please make sure you sign the test folders and keep all those tests in their folder all 9 weeks for me so that if I need to go back and review with them, I can. Make sure you're checking your child's newsletter and cleaning out their keep at home at night. This helps make sure that they know exactly where to put things and they're not having papers fall out everywhere. So please make sure to clean out their keep at home every single night and take those papers out. You can keep them for homework practice. You can throw them away, but it just helps keep them organized so that they are ready to come to school the next day and they don't have all kind of papers left over from the next day. So again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, send me a remind message. I am all about making sure that this is the best year possible for you and for your first grader. I want to make sure that they are successful and we have an open line of communication. Thank you so much.